This video is going to introduce some features of the BikePed Portal Explore Plus page. So to get to BikePed Portal, you can either find it in our menu here from the Trek site, or just go to bikeped.trek.pdx.edu. You will need to log into your BikePed Portal account to use this dashboard. If you don't have an account, you can request one by filling out a quick Google form, which is linked in the description of this video. Once you're logged in, go to My Account, and over here on the left-hand menu, you'll see Explore Plus. Click on that, and it opens up a map view with the message, please select what you want to explore first. You can choose by organization, like if you wanted to see all the data from one agency, or by region or by state. For now, let's look at the National Capital Region. So once you select that, you'll see a view of the greater Washington, D.C. metro area with lots of circle icons. If there is a number in the circle, that's referring to how many stations there are in that area. So if you zoom in, they will disaggregate until you see each individual station. A station, by the way, refers to a segment area that has a permanent bicycle or pedestrian counter. So over here on the right, station health refers to data availability, like how much data are available compared to how much was expected. And you can slide this scale around to change the definition of healthy data. So you can set your own parameters based on what you need. Just hit update once you've chosen. Also here you have a start and an end date if you want to look at a particular time period. Let's say we're going to look at 1 year's worth of data. So I'll go back to September 2024 and choose update. Then you can pick which segment or route you want to look at. Clicking on a station will add it over here to the stations view. And then if you click the little plus sign, it will add it to your analysis. And once you've added it to your analysis, it turns purple. So once you choose a station, it shows up over here in your stations view. You can get more information about that station by clicking on the little eye. You can see who the count location belongs to. So this one belongs to Montgomery Parks. You can see the first day and the last day that this station collected data. You can see how many flow detectors it has. A flow meaning one mode, one direction of traffic. So this station is collecting bikes going one way, bikes going the other way, pedestrians going one way, and pedestrians going the other way. It has 4 flow detectors. You can also see whether or not the station calculates AADT values for you, or annual average daily traffic for each mode. If there is an AADT count, it means there is enough data available to make that calculation. AADT is a pretty strict calculation, so if you're missing too much data, it will not calculate the AADT. We can see that this one says no, so we can look at the data availability for this station to find out where we're missing data. So if we look at this station here on Capitol Crescent Trail, you can see it does not have AADT calculated for 2024. Go to the data availability and you see it's missing data for this entire chunk of time around the month of March. So no AADT available for that station. So to see how the analysis works, let's choose 3 stations that are all along one route. Click each one, then from the station's view, click the plus sign to add it to your analysis. So then you click Analyze and Reload. Now you can see the total daily volume for each one of those stations. There are different things you can compare over time. You can compare days, weeks, months, or years. We could pick years and then set the start period to 2020 if we wanted to see, for example, how things changed over the course of the pandemic. Then we can also add 2021, and if you want to, you could also add another year, like let's do this year. So you click Reload, and now you see daily total volume for each of those years defined by color on this line chart, and you can see how it's changed over time. If we look over here under data quality, you can see there are 4 categories of data: raw data, corrected data, validated, and validated data only. To see how we define each of those categories, you can click on this little eye. Raw data is just straight out of the sensors, no corrections or adjustments. For agencies who don't have the resources to do data corrections, raw data is useful. It's much better to have something than nothing. Corrected data means a correction factor has been applied to adjust for known issues. If no correction factor is available, then raw data will be used. Validated data means at least some of the data has been reviewed by a person and marked as valid, and any data marked as invalid has been removed. Validated data only is the most strict. It will not use any data that has not been reviewed and validated. If within a 24-hour period there is one single bad record, then the entire day is considered to have no data. In addition to daily total volume, you can look at monthly annual daily traffic or annual average daily traffic as defined by AASHTO or FHWA. You can also look at annual average weekday traffic and annual average weekend traffic. You can also group things by direction, mode, and station, and you can do each of these by average or sum for the time period. So if you wanted to look at the different modes, we'll just do average and reload. Now we are seeing mixed data, pedestrian data, and bicycle data. Or if we wanted to group by direction, now we're seeing things separated out by westbound and eastbound. You can also change the chart type and display it as lines, columns, area, or scatter chart, whichever makes the most sense for your analysis. You can select an area to zoom in if you want to see it in more detail. And if you click on the metadata tab, it shows you a lot more information about all of the stations. You can select an organization to look at all of their stations. And you can sort by a few different things over here, depending on what you're looking for: detector type, AADT or not, and data availability. If you select a station in this view, you can add it to your analysis from here. You can also view the data availability from here as well. And you can filter the map to show only your selected stations. This also allows you to download your data in several different formats or copy it to your clipboard. So that was just a quick overview of some of the capabilities of this Explore Plus page. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out to us at bikepedportal.pdx.edu.